start with some of our, I guess, newer features that have just come out. We've been obviously hard at work on adding a lot of customer-driven features. One of them that I'm very, very excited about is this thing around helping parents start a conversation with their kids. The biggest thing that we've noticed is app discovery is a huge challenge for parents. So we've just come up with a new feature where when your child installs a new app on their device, we actually block it. And then we notify the parent right away that that app, it could be anything, was actually created or installed on their device. At that point, the parent can actually unblock it or learn more about the app. And what I'm trying to look for here is parents can then go back to their child and say, hey, Bob, tell me more about this app that you're trying to install here. That way we can empower kids to teach us as well about why they want to use, maybe a social media app, a gaming app, or it could be anything. So a lot of parents don't know what these apps do, and I think this has an awesome opportunity for a conversation. Our app has two modes. So we have child mode, which is what keeps things going on the child's device, monitors the app usage, etc. And then we have the parent mode, which allows parents to control their child's device from their phone or their device. Two big things have happened here recently. I've had this theme in mind since the beginning of this year called What's in it for the kids. I wanted to give more to the kids around, parental control apps suck for kids' experience today. But we want to change that. So one thing we've come up with here in the last couple of weeks is we can actually inform the kid when they're going to be out of time, before they're out of time, so to give a heads up so they don't get interrupted. We also can actually add a widget, which is just a little icon on their main screen that tells them how much time is left on their day, their allocated time, so they don't, kind of get surprised when they're out of time. And then kind of a big feature is this part when they're out of time, they can actually request more time with a reason. And their parent can then allow the time or not. So again, back to starting a conversation around use of technology. And then lastly, of course, we can unblock apps. So kids can actually request to have apps unblocked, which is another big feature. And then again, we'll instruct the parent about what's going on there. On the parent side, this is actually where we spent a lot of our energy this summer. We've actually built a lot of what was in our management website into the mobile app. And that's the future. The mobile app will arguably manage all of our features. And that's the vision we have. So some highlights from this summer is we've now added app management. So parents can actually block, allow, review installed apps from their child's devices on their own device. That's a huge, huge feature. And as I mentioned recently, we've just added the feature around unblocking apps on the fly with the Family Messenger. One kind of interesting evolution is we've been focusing on creating good technology habits with the kids. But we also know personally, as parents, we also probably need some of that reminders once in a while. So we actually have a chunk of our user base is actually adult users. And they're looking for, again, good technology habits themselves. They want to be safe online, that it be through a safe browser or blocking apps proactively like we do with the kids' devices. So this has been kind of an interesting change in terms of feedback, is a lot of the users are also adult users using it for themselves that want to have good online habits. So it's not something that we're looking at pivoting to, but we're definitely loving the love from that demographic. We're helping pretty much everybody with technology use nowadays, and that's very exciting. The rest of this year, we're going to continue polishing the app. We're going to continue moving all of our web dashboard features into a mobile app setting for the parent mode, and then we're going to keep listening to our users, because that's where we're getting a lot of our great feature requests and ideas. So bring it on.